What makes this moment so powerful is who it's coming from. Candace Parker has always been the epitome of professionalism, calm, measured, composed. She's not one to cause drama or chase controversy. But during her podcast with Aaliyah Boston, that composure finally cracked. Candace didn't just speak, she exposed Engelbert for being disconnected, dismissive, and disturbingly absent from the lives and milestones of the very athletes she's supposed to lead. And the details were brutal. Parker described how Adam Silver, who manages an entire NBA of 450 players, still finds time to personally reach out to WNBA legends. When Candace signed her broadcasting deal with Amazon Prime, Silver texted her congratulations within hours. When she gave birth to her third child, he didn't just send a text, he sent a physical baby gift. And every Christmas, without fail, he sends her a personal holiday package. Adam Silver, the busiest man in basketball, makes time to appreciate the women who built the WNBA. Meanwhile, Engelbert, who runs a league of just 150 players, couldn't be bothered to send a single message. Not one. But that wasn't even the worst of it. When Candace Parker retired after 16 years of carrying women's basketball on her back, Adam Silver immediately sent a heartfelt message, thanking her for everything she'd done for the game. Engelbert. 4 months of silence. Then, when they finally crossed paths at the Phoenix All-Star game, Engelbert looked at her and muttered, "Congratulations." That's it. No acknowledgement of her legacy. No gratitude. No emotion, just a casual throwaway word for a woman who changed the sport forever. Candace stared straight into the camera and said the words that would echo across the entire league. "I have a better relationship with Adam Silver than I do with my own commissioner." That single sentence lit the fuse. Within hours, social media erupted as current and former WNBA players came forward with their own stories. Sabrina Ionescu admitted she's had deeper, more meaningful conversations with Silver than with Engelbert. Alina Del Dunn revealed that during her health struggles, Silver checked in. Personally, Engelbert never did. The floodgates opened, and the picture became clear. The woman tasked with leading the WNBA wasn't leading at all. Then came the nuclear moment. Leaked audio from a private league meeting surfaced online, and what it revealed could destroy Engelbert's reputation entirely. In the recording, Engelbert allegedly told players to be grateful for what they have and stop complaining about salaries. She dismissed their calls for fair pay by claiming that stars like Caitlin Clark wouldn't have endorsement deals worth millions without the WNBA platform. It was tone-deaf, arrogant, and painfully out of touch. And it got worse when players raised concerns about officiating. Engelbert reportedly said, "Only losers complain about referees." For players who've fought tooth and nail for respect in a system that often overlooks them, that kind of rhetoric was a betrayal. Engelbert was supposed to be their advocate, the one person in the room fighting for their interests. Instead, she was mocking them behind closed doors. The timing couldn't have been worse. The WNBA's collective bargaining negotiations are right around the corner, and players were already fuming over the league's revenue split. NBA players received nearly 50% of league revenue. WNBA players, less than 20%. And now, with Parker's bombshell, the players' union suddenly has leverage like never before. Sources close to the situation say multiple players have demanded Engelbert's resignation, threatening to boycott the 2025 season opener if she stays. Even Adam Silver has reportedly expressed concern, privately admitting that relationship issues within the WNBA need urgent attention, a diplomatic way of saying Engelbert's leadership is a disaster. And when the NBA commissioner starts fielding complaints from sponsors about the WNBA's direction, that's when you know it's bad. Major partners like Nike and State Farm are allegedly reconsidering their deals, wary of putting money behind a commissioner who doesn't understand how to market her own stars. Behind the scenes, the league's board of governors has already started discussing replacements. Names like Dawn Staley, Lisa Leslie, and even Sue Bird are being floated as potential successors. Women who understand both the business and emotional sides of the game. According to insiders, half the board wants Engelbert out immediately. They've seen enough. The contrast between Engelbert's cold detachment and what's happening in Indiana couldn't be more striking. The Fever organization, led by a progressive front office, has built genuine relationships with players like Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. When Sophie Cunningham joined the team this offseason, they made her feel like royalty. Personalized gifts, team bonding events, and community engagement. That's what leadership looks like. The Fever understand what Engelbert doesn't. The players are the product. If you don't invest in them, emotionally and professionally, you've already failed. Financially, Engelbert's failure is staggering. Experts estimate that the league has lost hundreds of millions of dollars in potential revenue because of her inability to capitalize on the Caitlin Clark phenomenon. Clark's games broke viewership records, numbers rivaling NBA playoff broadcasts. She was a once-in-a-generation marketing opportunity, a lightning rod for global attention. But instead of amplifying her success, Engelbert vanished from sight. No major press tours, no brand partnerships, no creative strategy to sustain the momentum. She treated the moment as a threat, not an opportunity. Then came the most damning blow of all. A group of WNBA legends, Diana Taurasi, Maya Moore, and Cheryl Swoops, released a joint statement calling for urgent leadership reform in the league office. They didn't name Engelbert directly, but everyone knew exactly who they meant. When the most respected figures in women's basketball turn against you, your days are numbered. And if that weren't enough, expansion plans in Philadelphia and Toronto have stalled. Billionaire investors who were once eager to bring WNBA franchises to their cities have now pulled back. One even told the board that he wouldn't invest a single penny until Engelbert is replaced. That's billions of dollars in potential investment evaporating because of one leader's mismanagement. Internationally, the damage is spreading to a major European broadcaster recently declined to renew its partnership, citing concerns over league direction. Asian markets, where players like Hansu have growing fan bases, are cooling interest due to the WNBA's lack of global strategy. It's a domino effect of failure, and it's all tracing back to Engelbert's office. Ironically, Engelbert built her career at Deloitte, a company that thrives on networking and relationship management. Yet, in the WNBA, she's alienated everyone: players, sponsors, fans, and even her fellow executives. Her tenure has become a case study in how corporate leadership can fail when it forgets the human element. Candace Parker's revelations hit harder because they came from someone who's seen it all. She's not bitter, she's disappointed. Her calm, factual tone made it all the more devastating. She didn't need drama or exaggeration. The truth alone was enough to shake the league to its core. What happens next will define the future of women's basketball. The WNBA stands at a crossroads. On one side is stagnation under Engelbert's cold, disconnected rule. On the other is the potential for a new era led by someone who truly values the players and understands that progress is built on connection, not control. Every day Engelbert remains in power is another day of missed opportunity, another day of silence where there should be action. The fans are watching, the sponsors are watching, and perhaps most importantly, the young girls dreaming of joining the WNBA one day are watching. They deserve a league led by someone who believes in them, not someone who sees them as a nuisance.